I was thinking about something that made sense. How do you get over your husband requesting a church exchange with you if you have money in the church? How can you save yourself from being removed from your whole congregation, removed from your marriage, removed from your children, just to let somebody off the streets or congregation take care of your larynx? Go to the bank and take your money out of the bank. That's what you do. And you get an order of protection and have TRC service to go on with your life and never return back to that property, regardless if you have a house in that property or not. Remember that it is always safe for you to do these things. Run straight to the bank. Make sure you know that calling 911, yes, calling 911 is the best thing that you can do. Remember that all the things that is in cost is because reasons of knowing this is to expose this particular ordeal because there are a lot of women that are dealing with this particular obstacle. It's best to see yourself where you meet yourself. You can even cash in your church for 300,000. Let us all know how you're feeling this week. And remember that this page is only for you to cost in what is to be answered. I know that there is a lot of people that will leave comments on my page, but YouTube keep taking it off because the success comes from within, and this is the furthest I'm going to take it. I know that you have a lot of things to ask me, and I want to be able to answer all of your questions. I'm in the process of getting married to someone, and his name is John Mark Deby. If there is anyone that has a cost to him, cash him in now because once you get married, you won't be able to ask for a price for your life. He has given 300 million to a dance club because he was not robbed. He had a fight inside of a dance club and they held him until he gave up his money. He had a fight at a dance club for 200 million. We know that God has given us every right to be able to see that when he remembers himself, he's going to go back home to Haiti where he shall die. When you know the rules and the laws, this is a California law that you do not travel in any places where you need a passport. It is the best thing to do to go to approved places that the United States of America has approved for you to do. This is a new big up for education. Mexico is closed to everyone endurances, including their spirituality and their church. Mexico has been locked. You can't even get there on an airplane. I hope we find another way to be able to travel because we can go through Austin, Texas to get to California. I know it's a long ride, but it's more safer because there is no one that's going to give us our lives back if someone gets caught on a bus that is not from these particular places. Not having an ID, you have to stay in Mexico or be arrested. I know that there is a lot of things that is happening in the past, present, and the future, and we want you always to be obedient in your way of life. If you have anything to say about this scenario, make sure you leave it in the comment area when it is available. I'm hoping that we all will be able to see that there is a lot of things that you can do to be able to be blessed monetarily on YouTube. I am saying at least I touched just one. I know that there is a lot of traditional things that people do say, but profit none on yourselves and look at others and see how God is going to give you what you need. Life is not a braille reader. Life is not a compost. Life is not a monkey wrench inside of a military bag. Life is not being yelled at every day of your life until someone gets it straight. I think we need to depart ways as friendships. These things too should come to pass, that we all will be able to see how God has reluctantly released me from those things. I know that there is passions in life that people does not clear, including those things that are stereo, and you get the answer. Scenario. I want you to be able to prevail and what questions you ask me, and I know you get the point. Help us all to be able to be a prosperous phase when you know that there's a lot of things that is happening in your life that no one understands, but people understand the measurement of it. We know that God has given us what we need in order for ourselves to be able to be successful this week. On this week, I want you to think about yourselves. Think about what you can do to make yourself generally pleased, constricting something of an advantage to be able to make sure of your own advantage, making sure that you have a positive instillment. Balancing is one thing. I want you to know that this is the subject that I want you to be habitable of, because this is always going to be there for you to be able to have a build up. Once you have your own personal build up, you realize that there is a magistrate that goes on to keep you from being irrelevant. I know that you can make it, and I'm going to continue to make sure that you make it there. I have my life coach certificate, and I want to be able to teach you how to be able to market yourselves just in case you need a job. One advice I have is that there is work training that you can get, and you can say that you have the certificate in it. Some certificates are up to $3,000 for you to be able to pay. Remember that you have what it takes to make it. Getting educated is the best thing. Find something that is interesting to you to see whether or not you can get the education you need in order for yourself to be able to be successful. We know that there is a lot of things that's happening in this life that is more prevailed about it. But what I will say is that I hope that you do be successful this week in order for yourselves to be able to see the candidacy. Remember that all things are happening, and I want you to be able to be a source to your own reality. Make sure you continue to stay positive, prosperous, and if there is a yelling problem, we're asking that all magistrate of CIA communicate as compulsive reality that we need peace and quiet. We're asking you to delete all of your systems because Cisco company investments will be there to protect us and in our interests. We hope that you have a good week. But I want you to know that there is a lot of things that is provoking this type of sense. I'm hoping that every person realizes that there is nothing offensive about saying no. We know that there is a lot of things that is not being told or revealed, but service is not supposed to be irritating anything about your massive. I hope you all get it, because there is something that's happening in this life that is traveling that's called healing. We have a lot of people that has lost more than what we can give back. But what I will say is I will be able to continue to keep myself together and continue to pray for you in your healing process. I can't tell you how to heal, but one thing I can do is keep you in my prayers. Remember that there is a God, and we know that God is made from a massive event that defeats for you. I hope this helps, and always take heed in the things that you do. God is the one that provokes those things to be austerian, and when it can't, the massive of life is over, and the Lord is there.